And now Yuri gets to show up with tea. Is Yuri's like the sophisticated type with the whole tea thing and being timid and mature and stuff? Like, she's probably like the only one in this group that actually likes books. I don't. Why do you have a whole. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. It's a literature club filled with girls, some of which probably don't even like reading. Alright, yep, she is the only one that likes books. Maybe Monica likes books. Um. Yep, alright. Well, yeah, of course she's just trying to impress me. They've all decided that they, Ooh, that is really loud chair creaking. Alright. Insulted? Wow. Alright. Okay then. That is a good answer. Yeah, no, you probably shouldn't. That would be detrimental. Uh, God, why am I using whatever? Okay then. Make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Even for someone who doesn't like literature, who's in the literature club. Good enough. She decided to start her own club because then she could put it on, like, applications to places. That's my guess. But she's probably gonna say then, like, oh yeah, I wanted to do it. Leader of the debate club. I could get in on a debate club. I don't think I'd be good at it, but I would enjoy it. I like arguing with people, even though that's different, but whatever. Are like Japanese clubs have to be like super different from regular clubs, like in America, or at least at my school, because there is not like any kind of politics around clubs at my school. So, okay. Uh, Also, she was in the debate club, which, you know what? We're just gonna drop it. We're gonna move on because, okay. But yeah, that is kind of, you figure out your budget and how to make your club known and how to prepare for that is a large part of clubs, like, unless of course you don't really care about more people joining the club, in which case you don't have to do publicity. And if you don't really do big special events, you don't have to do that. So, whatever. You know what? Japanese clubs are their own animal, I guess. And maybe I'm just in the wrong clubs where I don't have to worry about any of that. Okay, so she likes reading too. Fair enough. I will concede reading is actually fun sometimes. Okay then. Oh boy, you see that little hand stuff down there? Her hand, they're like holding hands except for they're not. Ah, nodding in agreement. Cool. Also, Monica, like, because she's in the club and she's supposed to be like the prettiest girl in the grade, why wouldn't they have more people? Unless she doesn't tell anyone that she's in this club, which is entirely possible, I guess. That is also true. I mean, it has taken me like 3 years to finally get around to starting and actually doing my YouTube and Twitch stuff. Okay, now just talking about the wrong books. You can get really interesting books that grab your attention really well. But I guess I get it. I know a lot of people who don't like reading. Okay. Oh, yeah. Japan does like big school festivals that all the clubs prepare stuff for. The clubs and classes. I gotta say mine's probably Yuri, too. I remember a little bit about Yuri from when I played this last. I only got through like day 1. But yeah. Yuri's my favorite. Monica would be my favorite, except for... 1, there's the whole just Monica thing, which worries me. And 2, she seems like she's too flamboyant, I guess. Yuri is reserved, which is cool, and also actually likes reading. And I think her genre has some intersection with mine favorite. I'll find out, because I'm pretty sure they tell us all the books they like to read and stuff, so we'll figure it out. They're very gung-ho for this club, though. That's cool. I guess, yeah. You know what? I have a feeling that this character, that I can fake it. Even if I can't keep up that actual enthusiasm. Ooh, do I get to pick? It's just gonna say manga, like... That's fine. Manga's okay. Alright. I mean, yeah, manga is literature, so... I wouldn't pick it. Personally, is like the stuff that I read the most. But I've read it. I think I have some manga around my room somewhere here. So she 100% reads manga. She gets it. no pun intended, but she reads this character like a book. Oh boy. And it started. I can change. Hmm. See, yeah, I actually like these. Um, they're kind of boring to start reading. Like, if you read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, you find out that there's so much that's just describing the world and exposition and stuff, and it gets really boring and hard to read. But it's really cool, because once you know all this stuff about the world, you immerse yourself in it a bit more. But I'm being a nerd, so yeah. I've tried to write stories with like building worlds like that, and it's really hard to do. So people that manage to do it effectively, props. This I might not say is equally impressive, because telling a good story, while it's difficult, I would say it is just as difficult to tell a good story based in a familiar world, too. So this might be even a little easier in a foreign world, because you can kind of do a bit more Deus Ex Machina and just kind of plot armor and plot convenience stuff with just like, oh yeah, that's how this world works. Oh, we don't get to hear about her rantings about reading. Hey, you know what? I get that. I won't judge. These are actually kind of interesting to read too. The deep psychological elements. Um, just like the stories that start talking about like the human condition, human mind and stuff, and try to explore it are intriguing. I don't know if they're like my favorite or anything, but they're okay. And then this one I just feel insulted when I read. I used to think I had really good imagination. God, this chair is loud. Alright, but I don't. So yeah, this also is real. A lot of horror. I don't read a lot of horror. I wanted to read some horror stuff, but I just can't get into it. I read a horror book once. That is accurate to me in real life too, so you know what? If Yuri is the type of person that I think she is, I don't think she has a problem having a conversation with a rock. I think she could do it just fine. Monica's over here like, what, you read horror? I don't believe you. Okay. Oh, come on, I actually wanted to know. Ah, I see. You could definitely make horror stuff cutesy. I mean, It kind of detracts from it being horror, but you can still do it. Like, Monty Python Quest for the Holy Grail. The little bunny. I don't remember what it's called. But that's kind of horror. And also cutesy. It is a bunny. But I think it's really more for humor, but you know what? Whatever. Oh boy. Monica out here spilling all the tea. Alright, nice. I've known some people like this too, who would like do poetry and stuff that they were super embarrassed about. Alright, Sayori, way to go. Now you're making her uncomfortable. Why do I care? I'm trying to make polite conversation, I think. That's my guess. Oh yeah, this person doesn't do literature. Okay. Oh boy. As a person who has social anxiety, that is the scariest sentence anyone can ever speak. And that is the typical response. I think I've seen that meme actually. Which, having watched some of an anime called Toradora with I don't remember if her name is like Tigress or something else. But like, she's one of those lolly tsunderes, and she beats the heck out of people. So I could definitely see Natsuki filling the same role. Alright. Yeah, unless you're doing it for school, in which case, then it takes having no shame. Because it's the real thing for school projects. I just learned to have no shame about it, and then I could present, even if it was bad or cringy. Is that actually like a quote from somewhere else? Like, that does not seem original, but also whatever. Okay. Alright, I don't think Yuri's gonna go for this. I'm gonna take that as a nope. And then there's Sayori. You've got the normal semi-introverts in Natsuki and Yuri. And then you've got Sayori, who is clueless. Ah, silence.